Oh, do. Time for another beer review. For this one, we're going back to Lincoln Green, and this is Gin and Beer It. It is a gin-infused beer at 5%. This was in the Raggy's box set when I bought Raggy's Golden Ale, and I'm just getting around to having it. I've got 2 left, so I'll try and get them reviewed. It says on it that it's infused with the 4 main botanicals used in making gin: juniper, berries, orange and lemon peel, and coriander seeds. A highly refreshing and popular beer. You'll just have to gin and beer it. I don't mind a gin. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my spirit of choice. My spirit of choice is probably a dark rum or a spiced rum. But funnily enough, when I went to Nottingham, when my brother bought me a voucher to stay in a hotel in Nottingham, he also bought me a gin tasting experience. And there's a bar in Nottingham called Gincident. So Nottingham's the home of Lincoln Green. And it's really good. It was mainly fruited gins that I went for, and I prefer those to like your London dry gins, but they were really good bar. So if you like your gins, you're in the Nottingham area, check out Gincident. It's over the road from a cat cafe. There was loads of cats in it, looked a bit random. Anyhow, I'm waffling. So a gin infused beer sounds intriguing. I've had slow gin sour beers before. I think Tiny Rebel did one. So, slight haze to it, golden colour, a couple of bubbles going up. We've got a dusting of a slightly off-white head. Let's get the nose. The juniper is there in that. It makes it have almost like a funky aroma. The lemon's there, the coriander's there. On the nose, it's kind of like a bubblegum vibe as well. But on the nose, if you'd said it was a gin-infused beer, I would be believing it. So far, so good. Have they actually added gin, or is it like a gin flavouring? Juniper berries, orange, lemon peel, and coriander seeds. Nice. Right, let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It is refreshing, as it said. It's kind of a bit like a Belgian wit beer to me, with the coriander in it, and you're getting that. I'm getting a lot of orange peel and like the coriander and like a spice on the finish, and to me it's reminding me a bit like a Belgian wit, which kind of threw me slightly. But then again, I don't know what I was expecting. There's hints of the juniper there, a slight hint of lemon. I'm mainly picking up this orange and the coriander. It is really nice and refreshing, and I'm actually encouraged by this beer, because this is the 5th Lincoln Green beer that I've had. Put my teeth in. I reviewed the Buttermutch and I reviewed Raggy's Golden Ale on the channel, and from what I've had in the past, the traditional beers that Lincoln Green are churning out, so the likes of Tuck and Raggy's Golden Ale, are really, really good examples of the style, whereas some of the more experimental beers that they'd had, such as the Old Bailey and the Buttermutch, they were all right, but they weren't as good as the traditional stuff. This is a bit more of an experimental beer, but I have to say this is the best out of the experimental ones that I've had, so I'm really encouraged. It's got a good body on it as well. It's just super refreshing. And the difference with this, and I love that, and that lemon's starting to come out in the aftertaste now. that spice finish is lovely, and the lemon flavour that's coming out now, it's really, really refreshing. But the difference between this and say the Buttermutch and the Old Baileys is I could drink a couple of pints of this, whereas if I'd have one of the Buttermutch, and that'd probably be enough for me because it was a little bit too sweet. So no, I like this. It's a little bit unusual, it's a little bit different, and for that reason I'm going to recommend it. Yeah, it's like a modern take on a traditional beer. I'm quite impressed. But like I said earlier, it's got a few hallmarks of a Belgian wit for me. So that is Gin and Beer It. So thanks for watching, and on to the next one. Cheers.